Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In this lecture, we will go through different trade unions. Okay, two of the trade unions we have discussed in the last lecture. Okay, the further two lectures, two to three central unions we will be discussing in this lecture. So let's discuss. See, socialist separated from AITUC and formed Hind Mazdoor Sabha, that is, which is commonly known as HMS, in 1948. ओके, बघा काय झालं. जे सोशलिस्ट होते ते AITUC पासून सेपरेट झाले, म्हणजे ऑल इंडिया ट्रेड युनियन काँग्रेसपासून ते सेपरेट झाले. आणि त्यांनी काय केलं मग, हिंद मजदूर सभा विच इज कॉमनली नोन ॲज HMS त्यांनी फॉर्म केलं. कधी? 1948मध्ये. ओके, गेटिंग इट. सोशलिस्ट separated from AITUC and had formed Hind Mazdoor Sabha HMS in 1948. Okay, getting it. The Indian Federation of Labour merged with the HMS. See, the Indian Federation was there. Okay, Indian Federation of Labour. Okay, what it did? Yes, it merged into HMS, that is Hind Mazdoor Sabha. बघा, इंडियन फेडरेशन जे लेबरचं होतं, ओके, त्यांनी काय केलं, ते मर्ज झाले म्हणजे येस, दे added into Hind Mazdoor Sabha. Okay, then the radicals formed another union under the name of United Trade Union Congress in 1949. Okay, another union was formed under the name of United Trade Union Congress in 1949. Okay, see, Hind Mazdoor Sabha was formed in 1948. Okay, getting it. Thus, the trade union movement in the country was split up into four distinct central unions during the short span of 1946 to 1949. Okay, means see what happened. The trade union movement in India, in our country, was split up into four distinct central unions during the short span of 1946 to 1949. Okay, काय झालं बघा, ट्रेड युनियन मुवमेंटमुळे ओके 4 सेंट्रल युनियन्स फॉर्म झाले 1946 to 1949 या दरम्यान. Some other central unions were also formed. Okay, see, with these 4 unions, other central unions also were formed. Okay, which were they? Yes, which are the 4 unions? They are with Hind Mazdoor Sabha, they are Bharatiya Mazdoor Sabha or Sangh, which was established in 1955. The Hind Mazdoor Panchayat, commonly known as HMP, which was established in 1965, and the Center of Indian Trade Unions, that is commonly known as CITU, in 1970. Thus, the splinter group of INTUC formed Union Trade Union Congress. The split in the Congress Party in 1969 resulted in the split in INTUC and led to the formation of National Labour Organization. See what happened? Okay, during the period 1946 to 1949. Okay, during this period, what happened? Four distinct central unions, they were also formed. Okay. So, what happened is, ओके, ड्युरिंग दिस पिरियड 1946 to 1949, म्हणजे 1946 ते 1949 या दरम्यान ओके 4 ट्रेड युनियन्सची, सेंट्रल ट्रेड युनियन्सची फॉर्मेशन झालेले आहे. कोणते ते 4 आहेत? तर एक तर आहे हिंद मजदूर सभा, जी 1948मध्ये फॉर्म झाली. ओके, त्याच्याबरोबरच मग भारतीय मजदूर संघ BMS. ओके, ते कधी स्थापन झालं? तर एस्टॅब्लिश कधी झालं आहे? 1955मध्ये. नेक्स्ट हिंद मजदूर पंचायत. ओके, ते कधी फॉर्म झालं? 1965. ओके, द सेंटर ऑफ इंडियन ट्रेड युनियन्स CITU, ते कधी स्थापन झालं? 1970. सो दॅट्स द स्प्लिंटर ग्रुप ऑफ INTUC formed Union Trade Union Congress. The split in Congress Party in 1969, it resulted into the split in INTUC and led to the formation of National Labour Organization. So let's see what are the different objectives of Hind Mazdoor Sabha. Then we will go through Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangha. Then we will go through Hind Mazdoor Panchayat. Also we will see the Center of Indian Trade Union, that is CITU. Okay, so let's see. The first objective of Hind Mazdoor Sabha, it was to organize and promote the establishment of a democratic socialist society in India and to further the economic, political, social and cultural interest of Indian working class. See, whenever we consider the Indian working class, so yes, whenever we consider Hind Mazdoor Sabha, okay, why it was established? Yes, to have democratic socialist society in India. Okay, means for the people, of the people and by the people, is it, in which the interest of the Indian working class, it will be protected. That is the economic interest, the political interest, the social interest and cultural interest of the Indian working class. बघा का केलं जातं इथे, तर का एस्टॅब्लिश केलं हिंद मजदूर सभा? टू ऑर्गनाइज अँड प्रमोट. ओके, कोणाला ऑर्गनाइज अँड प्रमोट करायचं आहे? डेमोक्रेटिक सोशलिस्ट सोसायटीला. ओके, ज्याच्यामध्ये जे इंडियन वर्किंग क्लास आहे त्याच्यामधले जे वर्कर्स आहेत, ओके, त्यांना त्यांचं इकॉनॉमिक, पॉलिटिकल आणि सोशल कल्चर अँड कल्चरल इंटरेस्ट प्रोटेक्ट करायचं आहे. Then the second objective of Hind Mazdoor Sabha is to provide full opportunities for the development of mental and physical personality of the workers. Okay, see, to provide full opportunities for the development of mental and physical personality of the workers means what? See, workers, they should be given space in the respect, okay, the span in which, okay, they can develop their personality both mentally as well as physically. Okay, so this is one of the object of Hind Mazdoor Sabha. Then to strive for getting a living wage to all workers. Okay, see, whenever we consider wage, what is wage? Wage is a reward given to the workers or laborers for the toil or for the labor which they offer to the organization. Is it? Okay. Now, whenever we consider the workers, how many wage should be provided or should be given to these people? How much? Yes, these people should be given wage enough to satisfy their livelihood. Is it? At least the wage given to them or paid to them should be that much, okay, which can satisfy them. Is it? Okay. Or they should be able to have their expenditure, make their expenditure on their own. Is it? Then, to guarantee work to every worker. To guarantee work to every worker means what? Yes, every worker, every worker should be getting, every worker should be getting work. Is it? Those people who are those people who are in need of work, these workers should be given the work. So, in the Mazdoor Sabha, is it, at the title itself suggests Mazdoor, is it? To guarantee the work to worker is one of the objective of Hind Mazdoor Sabha. Then, to get full social security measures and comprehensive medical care introduced by the industry for the workers. So, next objective is to get full social security measures and comprehensive medical care introduced by the industry for workers. What it means? Yes, it means that you are required to properly care about the employees who are working with you, the workers who are working with you. Why? Because, yes, if you care about your employees, the employees will care about your organization. Is it? If you care about your employees, then employees will care about your organization. Means what? See, due to this, what will happen? Yes, if you care about the medical health of your employee, surely he will be fit. Okay, due to this, yes, the absenteeism and everything, it will be stopped. Then, to get adequate leisure for the workers in the form of reasonable hours of work and holidays with pay. Means what? See, whenever we think about employees, yes, okay, or any human factor or any human resource, is it, after some period of time a strict halt, a strict break is needed. Okay, so meanwhile, whenever your employee is working with you, meanwhile whenever your employee is working with you, at that time also, yes, at that time also, what you should be doing? Yes, at that time also you should be able, at that time also you should be able to give him strict breaks. For example, lunch break, tea break. Okay, why these breaks are needed? See, continuously, uniformly, the worker can't work, is it? So it is the need of our, it is the need of our, so you should be able to give adequate leisure time to your worker. Okay, in the form of reasonable hours of work halt and holiday with pay, is it, so that that person will get himself relaxed. Okay, due to this, what will happen? Surely it will benefit you in the increasing of productivity of the worker. So then the next one is to arrange for adequate household facilities. Okay, see, why household facilities needed? See, if that person is not able to accommodate, okay, or doesn't have any accommodation, then what will happen? Yes, surely the person will not be able to concentrate on his work, is it? So if you can arrange for his housing facility, then surely he will be relaxed, isn't it? Then, to arrange for the introduction of free and compulsory education and facilities to vocational guidance. Okay, see, if that person wants to further study, if the person wants to further study, then if you arrange for such type of education, then it will be easier for that person. Okay, it will be easier for that person to pursue that education. Okay, and also and also, he will be able to get additional skills whichever are required. Okay, to get the additional skills whichever are required. Okay, due to this, what will happen? Yes, due to this, surely the person will be satisfied, right? Okay, even if he gets the additional knowledge, it will be helpful for your organization itself, right? Okay, then to get effective recognition of right of collective bargaining. Okay, collective bargaining, see, if there is any issue, if there is any issue related to, yes, if there is any issue related to, if there is any issue related to something, some facilities which are needed for the employee. Okay, if that issue is not solved by the employer, then what happens? See, for example, if the remuneration if the remuneration which is to be paid to the employee, if the remuneration which is to be paid to the employee, if it is not satisfactory, then what will happen? Surely it will adversely impact the relation between employer and employee, isn't it? So whenever we consider employer and employee, is it what collective bargaining means? Collective bargaining here, it means that whenever, okay, there are some issues, whenever there are any issues, okay, whenever there are some issues related to, okay, whenever there are some issues related to payment, remuneration, etc., okay, the employer and the representative of trade unions, what they will be doing? Yes, they will sit in front of each other, and they will resolve it. What they will do is they will resolve it. Okay, getting it? Okay, so such type of functions, they are performed by, or this is the objective to perform by the Hind Mazdoor Sangh. Okay, in excess to this, to cooperate with other organizations in the country and outside having similar aims and objects. This is one of the objective of Hind Mazdoor Sabha, means those organizations who, okay, those organizations who are, okay, those organizations who are behaving in the same way, or who do have the same kind of objectives, okay, who have the same kind of objectives, is it, those organizations, is it, they are also striving harder for promoting the trade unions or for safeguarding the interests of the employees, workers, community and all, is it. What Hind Mazdoor Sangh does, okay, it collaborates with such type of institutes, so that is it, they will sort out on the same issue, is it, getting it? Then to secure and maintain for workers freedom of association, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, freedom of press and right to strike. Okay, say like the other unions, okay, Hind Mazdoor Sabha also says that, okay, the workers should be having the same kind of, okay, the workers should be having the same kind of freedom, okay, to express themselves, okay, to express themselves, to say something, okay, such kind of thing. So if they are not able to express themselves, if they are not able to express themselves, then what will happen? Yes, the grievances will result into frustration, is it? So whenever we think about the employees community, okay, they should be having all these rights, is it? They should be free to do all these things, okay, getting it? Then see, Hind Mazdoor Sabha, okay, a Hindi name meaning Works Assembly of India, is a national trade union center in India. The HMS was founded in Howrah in West Bengal on 29 December 1948, okay, by socialist forward bloc followers and independent unionists, okay. Then the second union is Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh. The Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, whose translation is Indian Workers Union, is one of the trade union organization in India, okay. It was founded by Dattapant Thengadi on 23 July 1955. The Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh is not affiliated to any international trade union confederation. It is a labor wing of Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh and forms part of Sangh Parivar. Okay, so whenever we consider this Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, okay, see, there are also objectives of Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh. Which are those? Yes, to establish the Bharatiya order of classless society in which there shall be secured full employment, replacement of profit motive by service, and establishment of economic democracy, development of autonomous industrial communities, with each one of them consisting of all individuals connected with industry as partners. Okay, see, the first objective of Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh is that yes, what it does, yes, it strives harder to connect individuals with the industry. Means what? See, workers, yes, unless until these people work, the production activity of the organization will not be completed. Is it? Okay. So whenever we think in this respect, okay, what we are required to do? Why to connect the individuals with the industry? Why it is needed? Yes, it is needed so as, see, the workers are very important into your organization, right? Okay, unless until they do work for the organization, your motives will not be completed. Is it? Your motives will not be completed. Okay, so if you think in this way, surely the worker should be included in the decision making of the organization. So this institute, this Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, it strives harder to include the workers in the management panel. Okay, then to assist workers in organizing themselves in trade unions as a medium of service to the motherland, irrespective of faiths and political affinities. Okay, see, why to be a part of trade union? Okay, so that, yes, you can serve the society at large. Is it? Because not only serving yourself is important, but okay, what you do, what you do to serve the society, that is also important. Okay, being a part of trade union, you can serve the society also. Okay, you can serve the society also. Then the right to strike. Okay, the right to strike means what? The right to strike itself means that, yes, the employees should be given, the employees should be given the rights, the employees should be given the rights through which, okay, if something wrong is happening to them, if something wrong is happening to them, then they should be able to raise a voice against it. Okay, and what is the tool to raise the voice against such type of injustice? Yes, it is itself the strike, it is itself the strike. Okay, then to inculcate in the minds of the workers the spirit of service, cooperation and dutifulness, and develop in them a sense of responsibility towards the nation in general and the industry in particular. Means what? See, some kind of spirit to serve the organization, it should be generated in the employees also. Okay, and a mind of cooperation should be generated, because okay, unless until you work in team, unless until you work collectively, you work organized itself, okay, the organization's goals will not be completed, the factory goals or the company in which you are working, their goals will not be completed. Okay, so here what you need, you need to be collective, you need to be collective, work togetherly. Is it getting it? So in today's lecture we have gone through two central unions, that is Hind Mazdoor Panchayat and Bharatiya, sorry, Hind Mazdoor Sabha and Bharatiya Mazdoor Sabha Sangh. Okay, in the next lecture we will go through other unions. Okay, Prior to that, let's revise what we have studied today. Yes, see, the central unions, they are classified into 4 central unions, that is Bharatiya Mazdoor Sangh, Hind Mazdoor Sabha, Hind Mazdoor Panchayat, and the Center of Indian Trade Unions. Okay, then whenever we consider Hind Mazdoor Sabha, yes, it was established in 1948, okay, with the motive and objectives like to organize and promote the establishment of democratic socialist society in India and to further the economic, political, social and cultural interest of Indian working class. Then to provide full opportunities for the development of mental and physical personality of the workers. Then to strive for getting a living wage to all workers. Then to guarantee work to every worker. Then to get full social security measures and comprehensive medical care introduced by the industry for workers. Then to get adequate leisure for the workers in the form of reasonable hours of work and holiday with pay. To arrange for adequate housing facilities. Then to arrange for the introduction of free and compulsory education and facilities for vocational guidance. Then to get effective recognition of right of collective bargaining. Then to cooperate with other organizations in the country and outside having similar aims and objectives. And to secure and maintain for workers freedom of association, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, freedom of press and the right to strike. ओके, सी एवढे सगळे ऑब्जेक्टिव्ज आहेत हिंद मजदूर सभाचे. म्हणजे डेमोक्रेटिक सोशलिस्ट सोसायटी डेव्हलप करायची आहे. ओके, फुल अपॉर्च्युनिटीज द्यायचे आहेत. ओके, का? कारण की वर्कर्सची मेंटल अँड फिजिकल पर्सनॅलिटी डेव्हलप करायची आहे. ओके, वर्कर्सला लिव्हिंग वेज मिळतं आहे का हे बघायचं आहे. सगळ्यांना, सगळ्या वर्कर्सला वर्क गॅरंटी करायचं आहे. त्यांना सोशल सिक्युरिटी मेजर्स आणि कॉम्प्रिहेन्सिव्ह मेडिकल केअर इंट्रोड्यूस करायचे. ॲडिक्वेट लीजर टाईम, रिजनेबल आवर्स ऑफ वर्क अँड हॉलिडे विथ पे ग्रँट करायचं. ॲडिक्वेट हाऊसिंग फॅसिलिटी वर्कर्ससाठी अवेलेबल करून द्यायची आहे. फ्री अँड कंपल्सरी एज्युकेशन अँड फॅसिलिटीज फॉर वोकेशनल गायडन्स हे सुद्धा इंट्रोड्यूस करायचं आहे. वर्कर्सचं इफेक्टिव्ह रेकग्निशन, राईट ऑफ कलेक्टिव्ह बार्गेनिंग थ्रू करायचं आहे. बाकीचे जे ऑर्गनायझेशन्स आहेत, युनियन्स आहेत, ज्यांचं सेम मोटिव्ह आहे, एम आहे, त्यांच्याशी कॉपरेट करायचं आहे. ओके, आणि वर्कर्सला फ्रीडम ऑफ असोसिएशन, फ्रीडम ऑफ असेंब्ली, फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच, ओके, फ्रीडम ऑफ प्रेस अँड राईट टू स्ट्राईक हे सर्व सेक्युअर अँड मेंटेन करून द्यायचं. ओके, नंतर भारतीय मजदूर संघ. काय भारतीय मजदूर संघ? येस, भारतीय मजदूर संघ was established by दत्तोपंत थेंगडी on 23 July 1955. त्यांचे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स काय आहेत बघा. टू एस्टॅब्लिश द भारतीय ऑर्डर ऑफ अ classless society in which there shall be secured full employment, replacement of profit motive by service and establishment of economic democracy, development of autonomous industrial communities with each one of them consisting of all the individuals connected with industry as partners. Okay, what is the first objective? The first objective itself is, yes, there should be no class in the society. Okay, first class, second class, third class, is it? Such type of class discrimination should not be there in the society. Then each one will be having guaranteed employment. Each one will be having guaranteed employment. Okay, then replace the profit motive by service motive. Then establishment of economic democracy. Okay, there should be economic democracy. Then development of autonomous industrial communities, with each one of them consisting of all individuals connected with the industry as partners. Then the right to strike. What is right to strike? Right to strike means, yes, the employees, they should be given freedom to strike any time whenever it is needed. Then to assist workers in organizing themselves in trade unions as a medium of service to the motherland irrespective of faiths and political affinities. Means what? See, only trade union should not be used to satisfy oneself but to serve the society also. Then to inculcate in the minds of workers the spirit of service, cooperation and dutifulness, and develop a sense of responsibility towards the nation in general and the industry in particular. Okay, for the nation also we are owed to give something, we owe to give something. Okay, something is due from our side. Okay, this sense should be developed, okay, getting it? ओके, भारतीय मजदूर संघाचे ऑब्जेक्टिव्स काय आहेत बघा. क्लासलेस सोसायटी त्यांना डेव्हलप करायचं आहे, ज्याच्यामध्ये सगळ्यांना एम्प्लॉयमेंट असेल, प्रॉफिट मोटिव्ह नसून सर्व्हिस मोटिव्ह असेल. ओके, त्यांची इकॉनॉमिक डेमोक्रेसी असेल. ओके, इंडिव्हिज्युअल्स इंडस्ट्रीची ॲज अ वर्कर्स म्हणून नुसते नाही तर पार्टनर्स म्हणून कनेक्ट असले पाहिजेत. त्यांना स्ट्राईक करण्याचा राईट असला पाहिजे. ओके, त्यांना फक्त प्रॉफिट मोटिव्ह दिसला नाही पाहिजे तर सर्व्हिस मोटिव्ह दिसला पाहिजे. ओके, आणि नेशनची सर्व्हिस करायची आहे, नेशनला काहीतरी आपण द्यायचं आहे, हे त्यांच्या माइंडमध्ये कधीही असलं पाहिजे. ओके, so with this I conclude today's lecture. Thank you.